growing up, and I could probably date myself, but Rudy was my favorite movie. It was and I'm sure my sports friends will know. So Rudy was about...
On today's episode, real estate agent Jamie Ruocco. Hi Jamie, how are you doing today?
Hi Ann, I'm wonderful. How are you?
Excellent, awesome.
Thank you for inviting me on.
You're welcome. Is this your first time here?
Yes, actually it is. And it's very pretty. I love it. Healthy eating, definitely a place to go.
Awesome, awesome. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, if that's okay with you, so that people can learn about you and get to know you. So this is Jamie, everyone. She's in real estate. And here is the first question. Where have you lived other than here in Myrtle Beach?
So I actually originally grew up in New York City, in Queens. I lived there until I was 15, and then I moved to Long Island and spent a couple of years on Long Island, and then I migrated south. So I've actually lived in a bunch of places: Florida, Las Vegas, Franklin, Tennessee,
wow.
And then here in Myrtle Beach. Yeah, I've been cross country twice. So, but I have to say that this is probably the longest outside of New York I've ever been, is Myrtle Beach.
And is this your favorite place?
Yeah, I have, love you guys all in New York, but I'm good down here. I don't need to move to New York, but I can help you come down here though.
Oh yeah, definitely. One more question, Jamie. What is the best thing about what you do?
I would have to say the best thing is that I get to help people every day. They're at different points in their life right now, and a lot of them just kind of want to start a next chapter of their life, and I'm just very grateful that I have a business where I can help people on a daily basis. It's just, you have to love what you do, and I absolutely 100% love what I do.
Can I ask you a little bit of maybe a personal question? Do you prefer working with people who want to sell their property or buyers?
Actually, I do both, and I, prefer, it does not matter. I love to do both because usually buyer and sellers are in the real estate search for a different reason.
Right.
So, and you have to help them depending on what their needs are. So every client is a different experience, so I really like that. It's not just the same all the time.
Absolutely. And then you have fun learning new things about each experience is different.
Absolutely.
All right. What is the best movie to watch for inspiration?
Okay, so growing up, and I could probably date myself, but Rudy was my favorite movie. It was and I'm sure my sports friends will know. So Rudy was about a young man that wanted to join the football team of Notre Dame. Mm-hmm. But, he was not physically the model to be a football player, but through perseverance, hard work, never giving up.
Perseverance, that's a good word.
He actually got to live his dream of, I think he actually did one play on the football field. And that Rudy actually was a real person, and it stuck with me because no matter what people tell you can and cannot do, as long as you believe in yourself, I think anything's possible.
Wow, that's really nice. I like that. Okay, what about traveling? What is the coolest road trip you've ever been on?
So in my moving around, I actually have traveled from Charlotte, North Carolina, all the way out to Vegas. We actually did a road trip. So it was my daughter and I, and my ex-husband, and we traveled all the way out there. It was I believe it took us 3 days to get out there.
Who was driving?
So it would be caravanning. He had one car with the dog. I had my daughter and the cat in another car, and we drove out west, and we got to stop. We went through Texas, New Mexico. It was very cool.
Yeah.
Just to see different parts of the country.
And it took you 3 days.
3 days. We did, 9 hours a day. So, and I did that twice because then we drove back towards Tennessee, and it was the same thing. And I love it. I love driving. It's just like my favorite thing to do.
That's a lot of driving.
Yes.
What's the best piece of advice you've ever received?
I would have to say it would be, actually it's a twofold question. So the first one would be, a friend of mine told me, your vibe attracts your tribe. And I really believe that. I think that if you're a positive person, you will attract positive, supportive people in your life. And
Absolutely.
if you're like a negative person, the same will be said. And I will tell you that I was in a certain point in my life, I was like very negative, very angry person, and not until I changed my mindset did I start attracting all these wonderful people. You know, my business, it helped my business mindset, so I definitely believe that. And the second one would be, I'm like a sports nut, so the next one would be a Lou Holtz quote, always do the right thing. And I always try to do that, no matter how hard it is, because a lot of times the right thing is never the easy thing to do.
It never is.
Right. But I always try to do that, and because at the end of the day, you got to be able to look at yourself in the mirror. And if you can't do that, then I don't care how much money or how much power you have, it means nothing, you know?
Absolutely, I agree with you. I love both lessons that you just told us, that both pieces of advice are actually really good. Thank you for that.
Oh, you're very welcome, thanks.
Food, I love food. What's your go-to comfort food? I know what mine is.
What's yours?
Cake.
Is it? Oh, that sounds good.
I love cake.
All right, so Bad Jamie so I'm Italian, I'm half Italian, so it would have to be all the pastries that come with that. My comfort food actually would be, growing up I had a dish called pastina, and maybe my New Yorker friends know this, so it's just like a little tiny pasta with butter and cheese. I still eat it at this age when I'm like, okay, I've had a rough day, I need a little bit of comfort food, so my bowl of pastina.
I love Italian pastries too. There's a place here, it's called Tofino's.
Yeah.
And they have really nice pastries. I like
So Tofino's, and then there's a few places in Carolina Forest too that have excellent Italian food. So,
awesome.
Yeah.
You'll tell me all about it after this.
Okay.
Okay. And here, I think this is our last question. Jamie, are you ready?
Yes.
What message would you like to share with everyone who's watching us or listening to us right now?
I would say that never accept the word no. Doesn't matter what you're trying to do, what stage of your life you're in, just don't accept the word no. There will be many people that will try to
stop you from doing what you want to do.
You know, and if you have a set goal, if you believe in yourself, I think anything's possible. I mean, I'm in the real estate industry, my business, at the back half of my life, because before this I was a stay-at-home mom, and I actually helped my ex-husband with his building career. Mm-hmm. So if I can do it, trust me, it is not easy, but is it worthwhile? 100%. Especially women. I think women we're very good at kind of like talking ourselves out of something, or negging ourselves out is what I call. Mm-hmm. And I'm here to tell you that just don't. Stop the little inner chatter and just focus on what you want and do what you need to do.
Exactly. I agree with this message. So I approve. So yes, because, and it's even harder when sometimes people or friends, even sometimes members from your family can tell you like, oh no, you're not strong enough, you can't do that, or you're not smart enough, or you're not pretty enough to be a model,
100%.
or whatever the thing is, because people can tell you that, but then it can like, okay, well maybe they're right, so maybe I shouldn't be doing this. But no, if you really want to do it, and if you have the passion, you should do it.
100%.
Absolutely.
You're going to be your own best advocate, so definitely.
Yeah, no one knows what's best for you. The only one who knows is you.
Right.
Thank you so much for watching or listening if you're listening to the podcast, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.